What's the most inaccurate thing your child has ever been taught in school? My daughter's PE teacher told her class that holding your breath underwater for 10 minutes was totally safe and normal. Emma's been on our neighborhood swim team since she was 6. She's competed in 3 state championships and knows water safety like the back of her hand. She understands that dangerous breath holding can cause shallow water blackout, which kills people every year. When she tried explaining this to Coach Bradley during their swimming unit, he actually laughed at her. Listen, sweetheart, I've been coaching for 15 years. I think I know a little more about swimming than some 12-year-old kid. But it got worse. He decided to make underwater breath holding a class competition. Whoever could stay under longest would get 20 extra credit points toward their final grade. Kids were already talking about trying for 5, 6, even 8 minutes. Some were bragging about attempting 10. Emma knew this was absolutely insane. She raised her hand and explained how people have died attempting exactly what he was asking them to do. She mentioned shallow water blackout, hypoxia, and even pulled up articles on her phone during lunch to show her classmates. Bradley was furious. He gave her detention for undermining his authority and spreading fear among students. Then he announced that Emma was banned from participating because she was too negative and disruptive. That evening, Emma came home sobbing. All her friends thought she was a coward who'd made up scary stories to get out of the challenge. Some kids were already practicing at home, trying to hold their breath for 3 to 4 minutes in bathtubs and pools. I immediately called the school. The principal, Mrs. Henderson, listened politely, but ultimately sided with Bradley. He's our most experienced coach with an excellent track record. I'm sure he knows what proper safety protocols to follow. That's when I decided to investigate Bradley myself. What I found was absolutely shocking. His 15 years of coaching experience was mostly teaching dodgeball and basketball at elementary schools. He had 0 water safety certifications, no lifeguard training, no competitive swimming background, nothing. Meanwhile, our swim team's head coach, Martinez, is an Olympic trainer who's worked with Michael Phelps's development team. When I explained what was happening at school, he was completely horrified. That's exactly how kids die, he told me. I've personally witnessed shallow water blackout incidents. We need to stop this immediately before someone gets seriously hurt. The next morning, I walked into Emma's PE class with Coach Martinez carrying a thick stack of medical journals and drowning statistics. Bradley tried to wave us away, but Martinez calmly introduced himself to the students. I understand you're learning breath holding techniques, Martinez said professionally. As someone who's trained Olympic swimmers for 2 decades, I'd love to see your safety protocols. Bradley's confidence immediately cracked. Well, I mean, it's just basic swimming stuff. Martinez pulled out documentation of 47 deaths from shallow water blackout in just the past 3 years, all from exactly the type of unsupervised competition Bradley had planned. Then he demonstrated actual safe breath holding techniques that competitive swimmers use, with proper supervision, safety equipment, and medical monitoring. The kids were absolutely fascinated. They started asking why Bradley had never taught them these real methods, why he didn't know about shallow water blackout, why he didn't have any swimming certifications displayed. Bradley tried desperately to maintain his authority, but Martinez gently explained how even Olympic athletes never attempt unsupervised breath holding challenges without medical staff present. Mrs. Henderson had quietly slipped into the gymnasium and heard everything. Her face was completely pale as she realized the liability nightmare she'd almost allowed. Bradley was suspended that afternoon pending a full investigation. The breath holding competition was canceled immediately, and all parents were notified. Emma went from class pariah to hero overnight. Kids thanked her for potentially saving their lives. She became team captain the following season. Bradley never returned to teaching. Last I heard, he's working some desk job where he can't endanger children. Emma still proudly displays the safety article Martinez signed for her. Trust your training, question everything else.